everybody. As always, this is Kondrik, and of course, we are back on the Sky Factory streaming world, because that's what I've been streaming. So we're back for today's recap. As you can see, some things have changed. I removed the mob farm. I've also removed the dirt that's here, other than this farm, which I'm still using temporarily, but that will be changing very soon. I also have some more water sources here because I am trying to get some ink sacs, because I need dark, clear glass, which will be explained in a little bit. I've moved a bunch of things. Last night's stream, let's see if I can find the elevator here. On last night's stream, there we go. On last night's stream, we expanded over this way to the new base location. Unfortunately, I still have not managed to get the wings of the bat, so I still do not have flight. But I needed to move the base. I needed to get it done. So that's what we did on last night's stream. We got the base over here, and we laid out the border of where the future base will be. Currently, just marking out the chunks. All of the wood slabs will be going away. They are not part of the final design. They are just there so that I can visually see what I'm trying to do. We also, last night, started working on... I think it was last night. Actually, I can't remember if that was last night or this morning. I think it was last night. We started working on a void-level sub-chunk mob farm. Now, for those who don't know what a sub-chunk mob farm is, most people who play Minecraft know that the game is divided into chunks. If you look at the minimap, you can see that we've got a grid here. Each of those grid pieces is a 16 by 16 block area. Within the 16 by 16 block chunk, there are also sub-chunks, which is 16 blocks vertically. So if you go down to void level, let's go down there. We'll stand on this travel anchor. I've got 3 travel anchors in place right now. We've got the top platform, which is going to be the main one. Then we've got this temporary one right here, which just makes it easier for me to get down to the mob platform. But so with this, if we look right here, that bottom slab right there is at Y level 0. 0 through 15 is the first 16 block sub-chunk. And then above there, it's every 16 blocks from there up is another sub-chunk. And the way the sub-chunk farm works is that if you have no solid blocks, unfortunately slabs do count as solid blocks, if you have no solid blocks above the first sub-chunk, then the spawning algorithm that causes hostile mobs to spawn will do all of its calculations within that first sub-chunk, within that bottom part of the chunk, and will spawn a significantly increased number of mobs. Which, yeah. So that's how that works. So we've got some diamond spikes here just temporarily set up this way. It's going to change a little bit. I also have an ender tether right there just so that the enderman can't teleport up on top of the slabs. And I'm still working on generating the last little bit of dirt. No, we don't have any dirt yet. But I'm still working on getting the last little bit of dirt to finish filling this in. Once that's filled in, it will be getting turned into cursed earth, which means it'll be constant rapid mob spawns, which it already spawns really rapidly anyway, just because, like I said, the sub-chunk spawning algorithms and things like that. So once I fill that last little bit of vector plates in, any mobs that spawn down there will be slammed rapidly into the diamond spikes, which will be significantly awesome for mob drops. Now, I did move the compacting drawers from the old mob farm up here. We also set up a loot recycler so that I could get more loot bags quicker over at the old mob farm. And of course, I've picked everything up and moved it over here. So between now and Monday morning stream, there is no stream tonight, Friday night, no stream. Between now and Monday morning's stream, I'm going to go ahead and move all of these compacting drawers down to right down there by the bottom of the mob farm as a temporary solution, just so that the mob drops are getting put away and the loot bags are getting compacted so that I can have epic loot bags ready on Monday morning, hopefully a lot of them, so that hopefully we can get the wings of the bat and actually have flight. But other than that, the plan for Monday, I think, is going to be to try to start working on some of the other parts of the base. Now, I haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to do with the design yet, unfortunately. But I'm going to look at that over the weekends, try to figure out what I can do and what I want my final design to look like. I have some rough ideas, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm going to try to work on that a little bit over the weekend. but I'm also going to try to spend a decent amount of time away from the computer because I did something to my back a couple nights ago, and sitting in my office chair right now is very uncomfortable. And yeah, so that's pretty much all we got done, which is a lot. We got a big mob farm almost completely finished. It works really, really well. And we got a bunch of stuff moved over. Monday morning, the plan is going to be finishing tearing down the old base, setting up some new platforms at the new base, and then we'll go from there. We'll figure out what we have to do from there. So, yep. That's it for this stream recap. I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. I will see you Monday morning for my first stream of next week. Like I said, have a great weekend, everybody, and I hope to see you in the stream.